Hey to all you guys, what's going on YouTube? It's 3D Res. Welcome back to Shadowverse, our very first video for this game here on the channel. And I am bringing you an 8-win streak deck, one I actually made during yesterday's live stream, for the worst class in the game, Abysscraft. Now, I know what you're probably thinking yourself, I know what you're probably saying, but 3D, why not go out there, play some Portalcraft, why not go play some puppets, why not go play some fairies, anything but this crappy class? Well, guess what, my friend? This deck topples even the most heaviest of meta at times. It will take down the most unsurprising person, as it is so well in rushdown, controlling the board, being absolutely surprising in the attacks. There is a lot of going for this deck, and I'm going to pinpoint every little minute detail before you guys will see the gameplay to come. So, with Abysscraft, you will notice that your stuff is pretty weak. Yes, it is. And it's the only one cost. The only one cost following a whole entire Abysscraft class, essentially. It is bad. It is a 1/1/1, allows you to summon a bat, your last words upon death. That's good, may I add, because bats in this game obviously give you health back if you attack with them. Bear that in mind. But other than that though, this is a really terrible card. Your beefiness from this deck is most likely going to come from Devious Lesser Mummy. If you have Necromancy 4, if you don't know what Necromancy is, it is where you have shadows in your cemetery. If you ever played Gwent, it is very similar to the coin system that game had. Very similar. So you have to build up your shadows, and some cards actually benefit from that, and one of those is Devious Lesser Mummy, allowing you to storm right to the enemy's face. If you super evo this, that is 5 damage. Very sometimes unexpected, and it's why we're running 3 of them in this deck for. Now, I have to note one thing, okay, about this deck, and it's about the Abysscraft in general. There's only one card that has Ward, aka Taunt, and it's this one right here. Orpheus Hellbound Blader, or Hellhound, excuse me. This card is relatively weak, however, it does have the Evolve ability. If you do have 4 shadows in your cemetery, it will do 2 damage to a random enemy follower 2 times over. This can clear the board in some scenarios. If you pair this with Aragarvy, which I'll get onto in just a moment's time, this could be interesting, because there's not a lot of cards in this deck that work with Necromancy, and you can have these cards pop off the ones that actually do work with it, and they have some very nice little hidden abilities with them. But of course, you're going to be adding 2 shadows, so if you only had 2 to begin with, or you have 3 or whatever, you need to find an extra 1. Well, there we go, Bob's your uncle. Or for us, Hellhound, excuse me, Hellhound Blader will do exactly that for you. And as I say, this is the only card in a whole entire Abysscraft that has Ward. Don't know why, don't know how, but apparently it is. So if all else fails, you can obviously go ahead and attack the face. And I love Rage of Serpents. It does exactly that what it says on the tin. However, you've got to bear in mind, it does deal 2 damage to your leader. But of course, Abysscraft kind of reminds me of the early days of Warlock from Hearthstone, where a lot of your cards did deal damage to yourself. It's somewhat of a reminiscence, I would say. It really appeals to me in that regard. I don't really play much of Warlock, but I can definitely see the resemblance here and there in some scenarios. And I run 3 of these in the deck. You never know when you're going to need this card. You may even have to use it on an enemy follower. Feel free. It is there. It's a 2 cost for 3 damage. It's not bad at all. If you've got nothing else to play in your hand and that is there, I would play this without hesitation. Of course, if you're going to die, don't ever think about it. Do not think about it, my friend. I've done that by accident before with this card right here, Balto Dusk Bounty Hunter, where he slashes 1 damage to both leaders at the end of your turn. This is better than it sounds. It doesn't matter if this guy dies on their next turn. Doesn't matter, because his main draw is happening. And it is happening in droves. They can't do anything about it. They're going to take 4 damage whether they like it or not. And that's what they're then going to micromanage. And that is where it comes in handy. Now, bearing in mind, okay, I tried this once before, and I wish I kind of hadn't. There is no stack with this card. You can't play one, play another, and play another. It's not going to stack the cooldowns. It's not going to stack the damage. Okay, don't even think about doing that. Because I tried out for you, so you don't have to do it. It's a waste. Now, we're going to get into the meat and bones of this deck over here on the right-hand side. But before we do that, left-hand side, you're probably wondering what these cards over here, 3D. Mino, Shrewd Reaper. Now, if you have Enhanced Force, if you don't know what that means, if you have 4 or more points to play with, you will be given this follower, Rush and Bane. This is where you are going to be destroying the most hefty of the cards they have on their board. And like I said before, this is going to be unexpected at times. It's a very useful card to have. Alongside, obviously, something such as Death Slash, which is really bloody good if you're doing it with a skeleton or a bat. But with Mino here, you can just run this straight in. And of course, last words, add a skeleton to your hand. So if you really wanted to, I don't know, go ahead. You can use Bane against one of their really big targets, and of course you're going to use Death Slash on that newly found skeleton. It's not a bad idea, okay? Do it to your heart's content. Burn that board. Leave your board available. Have some control is what you need with this deck. So moving on to the right hand side here. Shadow Crypt Memorial. It does exactly what it says on the tin. This card gives you 2 shadows to your cemetery. And of course, there's going to be summoning 2 copies of Ghost, which both have Storm. Another cheeky way of doing this is send them right to the enemy's face, and of course you play your Death Slash. You know, say more about that one. It's a very nice combo. So, you're probably wondering what on earth am I going to have a mid to late game? Well, look no further than these cards over here. This is the wonderful part. This is the chef's kiss. Okay, my friend? The absolute chef's kiss. Ceres, Blue Rose Maiden. At the end of your turn, restore 2 defense to your lead. If this follower is super evolved, restore 4 instead and give this follower barrier. This card is absolutely insane. You know what would make this completely insane? If it had ward. Just saying. But being a 4 cost, you never want to play this card until you have your Super Evo ready. Literally ready. Don't play this on the turn before your Super Evo pops up. Play on the turn you actually have Super Evo ready to use. Because if you play this beforehand, this card's going to get destroyed. Never Evo this card either. You have to Super Evo this card. Because you'll be getting your 4 health. This will be getting barrier, which obviously means it's going to be soaking up 1 hit. So you're going to have to use 2 cards on this potentially. Maybe a spell as well to get rid of it. It's such a useful card to have. I've only got 2 in this deck. You don't really need 3. It's a little bit overkill. Obviously, you only have 2 Super Evos in your disposal. But yes, this is a very useful card. And use this when you really need to use it the most. Don't use it right off the bat, immediately once you get Super Evo. Because at the end of the day, there's only 2 cards in this deck that benefit from Super Evo. That is Ceres and that is Cerberus, which we'll get onto in a moment's time. So Darksteel Demon, this is a nuke card. You'll be dealing 6 damage. If you evolve this, you don't have to Super Evo in it. Don't be afraid to use this card, okay? Do not be afraid. If you see something with a, I don't know, 5-3 or 6-4, use it. Because then you have the board advantage. They have nothing left. That is all about what this deck is. Just clear, clear, clear. Okay? Constant clear. And then we have ourselves Aragavi. Now, I mentioned this earlier and I'll mention it again. Aragavi is really, really good. Really good. Okay? You're going to use 7 damage split between all enemy followers. And if you evolve this, you're going to be doing 3 damage to both leaders. Don't worry about your damage being taken, because Aragavi will do all of that in droves and more. 7 damage split between. Again, don't be afraid to use this card. Use it if you see a few little things with 3 or 2 health amongst all of them. Do it. If it means you get in the board clear, if it means you get in the board advantage, you have a skeleton or bat by the sides of you, do it. Okay? You need to do that with Abysscraft. You can't have your board empty. Please. And then, of course, we have Mistress. This is your win condition. at most given times. If they don't have ward available and they've got 6 or less health, you win the match right there and then. It's such a cheeky card. Obviously, you can use this for Bane. I don't really ever do that, but you can choose to do so. There's 3 in this deck. You need to run 3. Because obviously, you're going to be rushing them down towards the end games. At that point, most of your board is just crumbled. And that is where these cards come in handy. And of course, our two big cards, I would say. I'm going to leave Olivia out of this for this one. I'm not going to talk too much about her. She goes in any deck, but she's a neutral card. I don't really ever use her, actually. I could probably do without her. But it's where it comes with Medusa. Medusa is your board clearer. It's fantastic. As I said before, she will destroy 3 things in 1 turn. Doesn't matter if any of them have Bane. She's impervious to this. She doesn't have to be super evoed. She can just ram. So damn good. Use this card when you have to. Don't use it willy-nilly. If they have less than 3 on the board, I wouldn't recommend using this. You have to use this when they have really big stuff. And of course, you're not going to expect the second one to pop out anytime soon. And that is where you get them. And then we have Cerberus. Now, Cerberus is something of wonders. I'm not going to go too much into this card because the video is kind of dragging on here now. And I want you guys to see the gameplay. The Cerberus is a card that at times feels a little bit of a cheat code. So I give you guys one little tip. With this deck, you have no 1-cost followers. The only one that is going to be a 1 is a bat. That is it. Everything else is either 2 or 0s. But of course you do have your 1 being your 1/1/1, but virtually you're probably never going to play that unless you see on the very first turn. But what Cerberus does so well is that if you have Cerberus, okay, on the board, don't super evo it until you destroy both paws. Listen to me carefully here. You have to destroy both paws, okay, to super evo this thing. Because in that way you get both paws back. The amount of times I've seen other Abysscraft players super evo her right off the bat without even knowing about this is tragic. Because you'll be getting your paws back, okay? And that means you'll be getting your 2 damage to the leader, and you'll also be getting your 2 defense to your leader. That is 4 defense on that turn, potentially 4 damage to them on that turn, potentially. And then next turn you can come in and sweep up with Mistress, or come in and sweep up with a Mummy. It works in hand. Don't super evo this thing until both your paws are dead. Please do not do that. Please. I've seen people do this, and they are fools. Because at the end of the day, a 9/9 is quite hefty. It is quite damage dealing. It is sometimes hard to deal with, unless they have Bane or whatever. Now, as I say, super evo this after your paws have been dead. Please do yourself a favour. But yep, I'm done, guys. Thank you so much for coming to say this video. Really do appreciate it. It was a little bit of a lengthy intro here. Obviously, the gameplay is to come. Please do enjoy that. But I adore Abysscraft. Absolutely adore them. I had to go into depth with this deck. I really had to, because there's not many Abysscraft decks out there. There's not many board controlling decks out there. Because most of them are just rushdown. That is, in theory, what Abysscraft is known for, is pure rushdown. I get that, right? But ultimately, we control as well. And when we do it really damn good. I know, guys, take care, stay safe, all that good, so no shit, we'll be doing it for the next video, next live stream, going to play some more Shadowverse. It is such a fantastic game. I look forward to more videos on here on the channel, more Abysscraft videos, because I'm indeed an Abysscraft enjoyer. Hope you are as well. I've done it, guys. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye. It's too early for her yet, because I can deal with this without having to play her. I'm trying to think what I can do here, though. I kind of want to get damage to the face, honestly. Yeah, I want to get damage to the face. So if they choose to attack her, they're gonna die there. I mean, they might not do it anyway. That's the Evo. Do it that way. Yeah, we need to save the Super Evo for her. Ideally. I kind of have use all my Super Evos. Or use all my Evos, sorry. In ways I'm not really proud of. But I did one by accident. Well, I should not have done that. Going for the face. Okay. Yes, that's obvious. She's gonna be more important to Super Evo than her. I'm sure of it. I'm very sure of it. Exactly, you see what I mean? That Super Evo would have been wasted there. Massively. Right. Oh. Oh, do I do that now? I wonder. I could, right? Do I have any other ones in my... I don't have any ones. This is perfect. Alright. This is what I do now. If they don't play Taunt, they're dead. Yeah, they need to play Taunt this turn. You just... That was the worst case scenario there. Unfortunately it happened. Yep, that was the worst case scenario. Okay, let's look at this though, right? If they don't play Taunt, we win. Well, that sucks. That sucks. They heard us, chat. If they don't Super Evo, they have to hit this into this. Please do that. Please, for the love of God, do that. I beg of you. I can get a win right here. Please. Please. You know you want to. You know you must. You know you need to. No, you hit the wrong fin. Oh my god, you know what I've done? I had to win this turn. Oh no. I literally had the win. Oh, that's terrible. Oh no. Oh no, I had the win. No, that's terrible. No. I had the win. Oh my god. Have I just thrown the match here? Oh, please tell me I haven't. Please tell me I've not just thrown the match. I literally had the win. I saw it in hand. Okay, that's fine, you can do that. I ain't bothered. Oh my god, we are so lucky. I am stupid lucky for that. Because what I should have done was Super Evo Medusa, 3 damage to them, then use Ranger Serpents, or Ranger Serpents, yeah, that would have worked. That would do enough damage. I swear they do. Yeah, it heals for like 3 or something like that. Oh, okay, they took both of those. Interesting. Yeah. They survived by 1 HP this turn. I need a board clear, don't I? Yeah, I need a board clear. They got us there. Just about. They're hanging on. If this goes any longer, I think they might have the win. Yeah, if we take this like another turn or two, they might have the win here. They might clinch this. See, they want more than 6 cards in their hand. That's what they had last turn. Is that popped off? That's what kept them alive there. If I draw my second rage, I win. If I draw my second miss, I win. But I don't think that's gonna happen though. Yeah, I need to get my second mistress, sir. Bullet from beyond, I'm fine with that honestly. Doesn't affect us. As long as you keep this alive, I don't care. I don't care. If this stays alive, that's it. Well, unfortunately, it's not gonna happen now. Right. Oh, that's a GG. Oh god. It's a goofy ass sound that is. Okay. That's probably past death's door now, actually. So the mistake they did last turn, they never had enough space to bring back the right hand paw. Because that would have given them the health. They never had enough space for that. They used their Super Evo when their board was full. Something they should not have done. I mean, if they have another Cerberus, that'll be great for them. That will be. Some returns I don't think they have, as they just done that there. They're clutching straws here, aren't they? They know their time's limited. They do. Very much so. Oh, it's a shame I can't do that and that this turn. So I'm going to play this, just to get the health back. Before anything gets pretty crazy here. And I'm also going to play this to put them on their toes. And you know what, let's play this as well, that's right. Create a big ball presence here. Something I don't think they can come back from, but they may prove me wrong. There is a likelihood they may just prove me wrong here. There is a strong likelihood of this happening. As long as this stays alive, they've lost. Put it that way. Yeah, they can still evolve. This is their main threat, which they cannot get rid of. Yeah, you're gonna super evo that? Nope. Gonna give you one more damage. You just. Yeah, so they misplayed on the sub play. I didn't really play too much in that game, but I remember actually completing it about a few times over. It was very enjoyable. Let's get this out of here. I know this is going straight into the spell zone, unfortunately, but I need something to appear, especially against Portalcraft. Need to apply that pressure. You planted Hades, you use gross. Is that a good thing? Yeah, they're gonna play that puppet next turn, aren't they? Oh, but then again, the puppet can't kill this off. You see what I was gonna do? I was gonna go ahead and Death Slash this. Probably been a better idea. Yeah, probably been a better idea. Yeah, right now this is not a great position to be in because I've got nothing of substantial value to be playing. So I'm just going to play this. What I can do next turn, right? I kill this off. I then play Death Slash, get rid of this. Depends what else they play though. It kind of looks and feels like Hades are this wonderful players. What's that, Swan? I've heard of it before. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it being played though. Okay. So I'm going to go through what I was going to do anyway. They don't have any more... Do they have any more puppies in their hand? Ah, they still haven't played the other one, have they? Oh, shoot. That's a mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah, they still haven't played that other puppet. They can play it now and get rid of this. There it is. Nothing else to play? Okay. I need to keep the ball presence here, don't I? It's such a terrible, terrible way of doing this though. You're literally using 6 damage on a 2 target. But I need to keep this presence alive. Because I know they've got stuff in his hand that can kill that if I didn't do that. It's never advisable to do that, but I need to keep the pressure here. Because if we lose even the slightest of turns, we could just fall flat on our face. Yeah, we've got a decent hand now. I have Arrow Gravy if they do anything crazy. They've got no puppies left in their hand from what I know of. Or then again, that guy, do they have another 011? I'm not too sure. They can do that though, however. They were thinking long and hard there, weren't they? 100%. Alright. There's just no point playing this. Such terrible value. I guess I can now just get something out there. Yeah, such terrible value doing that. I think this is probably going to be the best Aragorn I'm going to get all match. I think it is. I don't know if there's going to be anything better than this one right here. I was going to Serb, but I can keep that till next time. Yeah, that is most likely the best Aragorn value I can get there. Like, hands down the best. You see, the unfortunate thing now is if this bat dies before we play Serb, I'm going to have the chance of getting a bat back instead of one of the paws. Which is not what I want to happen. Nah. Pop it. Lucky Cavalier. I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah. Got another option. I actually miscalculated this. I did. Yeah, I miscalculated that. I should have attacked the pole with 4 damage onto the other one. Because that just gets super evoed. I'm in trouble now. Because if they super evo this, they're going to summon 2 more. And then I got Bane on that? Yeah, I'm dead. I miscalculated that big time. Miss. Yeah, we need to super evo and get 2 more Mecha Cavaliers. I think it's evo now. Interesting. I wonder if they knew. They must have known, right? There's no way they didn't. Yeah, they must have known this, surely. Must have. Can I keep that alive? I could have, couldn't I? It's fine. Well, funny thing is, he gets stormed, right? No, they don't get stormed, do they? That's what they did. Alright. There's one thing I can do here, or there's two things I can do here, right? We can play Medusa now, wipes the board. Then I play this. That will then kill off anything else here. Or I can play this and the match would end in a tie, I believe. Is that how it works, I think? The matches end in a tie there? Is there anything they can remotely have that can kill us? I think there is, isn't there? Oh, it doesn't work like that. Oh my... I just BM'd that poor person. I just BM'd that poor person. I didn't realize it would work like that. I thought I was going to get hit by 2 as well. I am so sorry to that poor person. I did not mean to BM you. I did not, okay? Very bad. Okay. Got one bad though. Nice callback. That's the Serb callback. What's this? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna test the waters here. See if they have a spell. Should most likely have. I'm gonna try and get out of him. No spell? Perfect. That one gives the +1/+1, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that. Somehow. I can kill that, right? No, you... Wait, aura means you can't target it. But I can still use this. Oh, I can't, can I? No. Okay, let's just play this then. So sad. You have 21k points only. Very sad, Retro. Well, you got what you wanted over the weekend. Your celery stream all day. Which is quite fun, honestly. All things considered, it was quite fun. It was. Nothing to play here. Okay. Do we just keep going for the face, or do I clear? I think I clear, right? Because these don't come online to another turn after. Yeah, I think I clear. I can always... Nah, it's not the same play, but... Yeah, just do it. You posted my final one to pick. Oh, where'd you post it? has a good Dark Seal target. But unfortunately, there's going to be a crap load of stuff coming out from these two here. Yeah, one Evo from one of these tigers will kill it off instantly. But if I don't do that, I need to do that, right? Have to. I need to get rid of this. Tigers. Alright, this is going to be an issue now, I think. I couldn't really do much to this person. Aragorn would save our Arthur. I'm not even joking. Couldn't get it, unfortunately. Medusa. Doesn't sound all that bad. I kind of have to, don't I? Because otherwise I'm facing a lot of damage if I don't do this. And doing this here isn't going to help us either, because I can just Evo one of these and do whatever, we even do that, whatever. So we've got to Medusa this. What does this do? Huh. Interesting. Okay. I think they might have just screwed themselves over by doing that. Let's start the damage rolling once again. Yeah, if I get myself Mistress, we just win. But yeah, I think they've screwed themselves over by playing all of these. They only got one board space now. Not ideal, that. Yeah, Mistress no longer helps us, so. Oh, Aragorn is great. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. Can I kill him now? 2 pulls would be 4 damage. That's 5 damage. Alright, moment we draw a serpent, they're dead. I think time's ticking for them currently. Oh, then again, no. I just need to kill this off and we win. Somehow. Yeah, all that needs to do is just tap the face. So they're going to have to clear this, obviously, and then clear one of these two. What are we going to do? They can't clear everything unless they've got a spell in their hand. I know. Well, chat, that is a 7 win streak with Abysscraft. Apparently the worst class in the whole entire game. What more can I say? What more can I say? That's a decent hand. I think we keep it. Yeah. Yeah, fairies proved to be an issue for us. A really big issue, I would say. Because now obviously they have enough fairies to kill this off. That's the only downside. Oh, they chose not to. Okay. Alright, we're going to start the damage rolling here now. If you ain't going to kill my stuff off, then I'm going to do some harm to you. Yeah, they had the chance to do so, though. They got 3 fairies yet. At least we got the fairies out of them. That's one good thing. Okay, that one's survives, unfortunately. I'm gonna play this first. Chances are they won't attack into it. I doubt it. Perfect Aragolva. Please, please, please. Evo, Evo, Evo. Evo. I dare you to. Please. Please. You don't want to? You want to? Ah, they thought about it. That's still perfect Aragolva fodder though, because I don't want this thing alive. I don't. That would absolutely kill us this early on. All I wanted to do was have them waste an Evo, but they chose not to, which sucks for us. We could have had one out of them. Yeah, having an Evo from an enemy and then killing that thing very early on, super good. They've got no fairies in their hand either. I think they played them all. Well, now they're going to do it. These have got the second one out of them. There is that, am I right? There is that. Right. Time to start dishing out the damage here. But I want to kill this off first. Let's get rid of this. I was thinking whether or not to evolve there just to got damage, but there's only 2 extra. Felt kind of very unneeded. Very unneeded. Okay, there's the first super. Second Aragorn will be coming up. Nope. Oh, not bad. Just means we can't play anything else. That's the only downside. But I'm kind of okay with it. Alright, so as it stands now, if they don't heal this turn or play taunt this turn, they've lost. Because all I need is that Super Evo onto Mistress, and bam, Bob's your uncle, we're done. They must have something in their hand that can combat this. They must have. They've got to have. You have to have. If you don't have it, you're dead. It's not gonna help you. You need heals. You need 2 heals here or a taunt. It's not gonna help you. 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 You got anything? You got nothing, have you? You got absolutely nothing. I'm so sorry. Eight win streak. 8 win streak now with this deck. 8 win streak with this deck. My Lancer chat.